Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. This is your full moon in Libra message. This time around, I did the full moon reading a little bit different. I picked up these cute little drawstring bags, iron-on pouches, one for each of the zodiac signs. So all 12 signs have their own unique bag. Then, as I was called to do, I randomly filled them with different trinkets or medallions, if I can get the word out correctly, as well as a card from the Urban Crow Oracle deck. So let's see what we have for you. Keep in mind, it is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else. And of course, all 12 bags have a different and unique design, and for you, I selected what appears here to be the Wheel of Fortune. So I really like that for you. When I saw the bag, I was like, that's Sagittarius's bag. Inside each bag, I put a piece of selenite as well as a glass evil eye stone to protect you as well as your message. Now, because this is a full moon in Libra message, this is a relationship-based reading, as Libra is the house of partnerships, marriage, connections, contracts, and relationships. It could be professional, platonic, or romantic, so take the messages how they resonate to you, because after all, it is a collective general reading. So just take what fits, leave what doesn't. If it's not your message, it's okay. Check another placement, and if you don't know what those placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Now, we have third party, your bones here. Third party, very soon, clear, serious. Okay, your cards here: delight, honesty, and faith. Your letters here, they may or may not resonate with you. Your person, if the reading reveals a new person coming in, this very well could be their initials as well. And if you can put some of these letters together and spell something out for yourself that's relevant to your story or your journey, you're welcome to do that also. If they totally don't resonate with you at all, that's okay. They're just letters. So for your letters, we have T like Tom, O, R like Robert, X like X-ray, A like Anna, V like Valerie, K like Karen, T like Tony, and then you have two I's. I like Ion. Okay, indigo. Okay, your stone here is peace. So again, those letters, in case you missed them: T-O-R-X-I-A-V-K-T-I. The Sagittarius bow and arrow. Very nice. You have a mermaid. You have a heart stone. You have an owl, wise owl. You have the symbol here for Aries. You have a golf club. Maybe you play golf, they play golf. We'll see how that fits into the reading. You have a fork and knife, dining. Perhaps you just enjoyed good food. We have a crescent moon with a wing on it, as well as a crown. We have an acorn. Maybe some of you are saving up, kind of like the squirrels do before winter, so maybe you're saving up for something. We have a king with a heart. We have a shell. May live by the beach. Oh, very unique to you. You have two different hearts. One is spotted, and one is marble. Isn't that interesting? We'll see how that plays out in your reading. You have a teapot with a teacup. Maybe you enjoy tea. We have, I'm not even sure what this is, to be quite honest with you. It's a circle with little flowers in it. Let's see where we go with that message. That is unique. You have a, I was going to say it's a book, but it's not a book. It's actually what do you call? Oh, a case. And when it opens up, there are all supplies in here to do your nails. So maybe for some of you, you do nails. Maybe you're a manicurist. Maybe you just take good care of your nails. Perhaps this person does. We have an evil eye protectant. You have a swan. Swans typically mate for life. You have a rose, although the rose itself is black. We have a butcher's knife here. So maybe something needs to be cut out, or perhaps you cut something out. We have a starfish. We have a shirt with a heart on it. We have a cross. You don't have to be Christian in any sense. For me, that just denotes faith. So this has something to do with your faith here, or your belief. Look at that. You have another mermaid. Two mermaids. And I think you're probably the only sign so far that's had a mermaid. We have a slice of watermelon. Could be something you enjoy, or perhaps this individual. We have a worker bee. We have a cat. Maybe you have a cat. You're a cat lover, or this person has a cat. And look at that, we have a squirrel. Well, squirrel to the acorn. Very interesting. So maybe you're squirreling something away. Let's get into your reading now, and we'll see how all of this fits in. Your Urban Crow Oracle card is card number 53, Waterproof. I'll read this to you. We'll get you a Moonology card, and then we will dive deep with tarot. Waterproof. Crow feathers have a greasy protective coating that prevents water from getting through to the skin. You too have the ability to create a waterproof exterior. When we are waterproof, we are protected from others' draining emotions that can weigh us down. Being waterproof allows you to experience a storm without letting it hold you back. When we are waterproof, the words, actions, and emotions of those around us do not impact our perception of who we are or our self-worth. Casual insults, snarky comments, and emotional vampires don't bother someone who is waterproof. Being dragged into someone else's drama can take an emotional toll and leave you feeling waterlogged. But when you are waterproof, you can be a good listener and a shoulder to cry on without absorbing their emotions, leaving you free to support others in need, including yourself. Waterproof asks you to create a barrier between the feelings of others and yourself when inner strength is needed. Okay, let's see where we go with this message. Can we have a Moonology card here, please, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements? Why is waterproof their card, their message here for the full moon in Libra message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements? If I said Scorpio, I apologize. I don't know why your two readings kind of have been running parallel to one another lately. But for Sagittarius, why is waterproof their card for the full moon in Libra? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have a new start is coming, new moon. Well, we have a new moon in Aries coming up on April 17th. The bottom of the deck, the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Very nice. All right, now let's get into tarot. Clarify this more, please, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. We are clarifying card number 53, waterproof. A new start is coming, new moon. And clearly a new start is coming because the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Tell me more about this here for Sagittarius. Let's get one more shuffle here for you. Thank you. We have 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles nearing the end, 8 of Swords, the Chariot, the 3 of Pentacles, and Judgment. At the bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Cups. There's your new start. Queen of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. So we have 3 of the 4 nines here. The only 9 that we don't have is the 9 of Swords. That leaves Strength, Queen of Wands, 4 of Wands, 8 of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Let's begin to clarify, my love. See where we go with this message. 9 of Wands. That's giving me the feeling that you have been waterproof. So it's a little bit of a twofold message there. For some of you, you become waterproof because of what you've gone through. So clearly you went through a devastating, difficult situation here with someone. For others of you, you are in the process of that difficult situation and you are becoming waterproof as a result of it. So take the message how it resonates to you. You either wrapped up this chapter already or you are literally in the midst of wrapping it up. But moving forward, you are stronger and you are wiser. A bit wounded, but not giving up. Classic Sagittarius. Tell me more about the 9 of Wands here for Sag. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the King of Cups. We have the 2 of Cups. And we have the 8 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have King of Wands. So definitely connection-based reading here. So whoever this person is or was, again, I don't know where you are in the Sagittarius timeline, but whoever this person is or was, you saw them as a soulmate. You referred in some sense to this person as someone that you care deeply for, right? King of Cup level energy. But you have been and currently still are, consciously or subconsciously, up in your head about this particular connection, why this person treated you the way they did, and why they wounded you, 9 of Wands, the way that they did. Okay. The Chariot. You either have left this connection behind or you are in the process of leaving this connection behind. And again, could be a bad boss that you had a lot of affection or respect for or admiration, a friend or family member. We don't always have to default to love. So you take the message how it resonates to you. But that Chariot tells me you either have moved on from this person and you're now waterproof as a result, meaning more resilient, or you are in the process of doing that. And you too will have the same result. Tell me about the Chariot. Yep. The Chariot, clarified by the 3 of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups, and the Hierophant. Wow, because existing in that connection goes against your basic core beliefs of who you believe you are and what you believe you deserve. So this was big. Star card, this was a big wound. So you were settling at that job with that friend, with that family member, with that lover. And at some point in time, you realized that. 3 of Pentacles to the 8 of Cups, you made an active decision to find a way, to plan a way, to strategize a way outside of that connection, to extricate yourself from that connection. So you looked for another job, you looked for another place to live, you disengaged from the friend or family member, or maybe you just moved on from this romantic love partner. Possibly for some of you, this was a spouse. But this was you actively saying, I have to get the hell out of here. As much as I care for this person, or again, I respect them, or I admire them, or I even love them, they wound me too much to the point where it rattles my nervous system. I am emotionally dysregulated from this person's behavior. And I have to put love of self ahead and in the forefront of the love that I have for them. I have to love myself enough to create an exit strategy. In the 3 of Pentacles in the pulp deck, we see people here at a table and they are literally creating a plan. And your plan here was, I need to emotionally disengage and physically walk away from this individual. in the name of me. In the name of me. Nine of Pentacles. Become single, free, and independent of this energy. And you're serious about this with that serious bone there. You're serious about this. I have to do this. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm serious. I have to clear this out of my life. Serious and clear. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Pentacles is clarified by Page of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Sun. I have to protect my future, my happiness, possibly even my pentacle resources at the bottom of my deck, or my pentacle resources from this person. At the bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. For me, queens exist in the present. They process the past. Kings take action. You've shown up here a few times at the bottom of the deck. That underlying energy of yours was King of Wands. I have to take action on my own behalf. I have to do this. And so what appears here that you decide to do was to block your heart, Seven of Wands to the Page of Cups, from this individual. So you either did that. I feel like that was step one. For others of you, the step one is now. Because, again, I don't know where you are. But it seems here step one was Seven of Wands to the Page of Cups. I need to shut down emotionally. Before I can physically move on and find another job, a place to live, stop talking to this person, leave this romantic partner, maybe even divorce them. Step one in the process here is I have to emotionally disconnect. I have to block them from my heart. They no longer have access to it. And it's in the name of preserving your future, the Sun. Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. The new start that I want in my future, absent of this person. Three of Pentacles shows itself again. So if you've already gone through this, we'll see, what the future has for you. But this seems to be the process that's occurring here for the Sagittarius collective. Three of Pentacles. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Three of Pentacles clarified by the Six of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. So I feel like this was the process. I love this person. I respect them. I admire them. They're no good for me. They're emotionally unhealthy. I don't feel safe with them. They leave me emotionally dysregulated. And then you got to a point where I have to get serious about this. I have to create a plan, Three of Pentacles, to exit this connection. My first step here, speaking like you, is shutting down my heart. I can no longer feel for this individual the way I used to feel about them. Step two is then literally executing a plan to now physically disengage from them, find another job, another living situation, or like I said, break up with them or disengage with them. So we went from active participation on the plan to active disengagement with this individual. And this was you saying, based upon the past experience that I had, Queen of Wands, it is my truth that I must now put this plan into motion now and move on from this person. Eight of Swords, the person who left you in that Eight of Swords. Tell me about the Eight of Swords here. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. And I think there was some doubt, or again, depending on where you are in the timeline, there is some doubt at this time for you. Am I doing the right thing? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Eight of Swords is clarified by Justice, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. And in the end, you decided yes. So even for those of you still going through this, when you get to this stage, you're going to be like, yes, this is absolutely the best thing that I can do for myself. My mind may be telling me that I'm wrong or I should stay. Maybe things will change. Maybe things will get better. Maybe things will clear up. Maybe this person will take me seriously. And then at some point in time, you went, no. The only way that I can bring true justice into my life is to disengage from active participation with this individual. And again, I don't know what this Ten of Pentacles is for you. The work environment, the family structure, a group, a community group, someone that you were married to, maybe currently are, and you are in the process of dissolution. But that Ace of Cups, again, I go back to love of self. I want a new start, independent of this person. Seven of Pentacles, you thought about this a long time. Queen of Swords, again, based upon your past experience. And then we have the Three of Cups. Now I'm looking at that third party. So for many of you, obviously not all, we have the Three of Pentacles. We have the third party bone here. I call these bones. We now have the Three of Cups. So it's possible for some of you that there was third party influence here, which was the reason why you had to disengage. So, I can't stay at work anymore at this place that I like doing what I do. I mean, King of Cups, you either liked what you did for a living or you liked who you did it for, but there was some third party meddling. So, you had always a vendor or a client or a coworker that was bad mouthing you to the boss, and the boss was allowing this triangulation to happen. And you were like, you know what? It's very unhealthy. I have to find another place where to work. It could be for some of you with a friend or family member. Again, some type of third-party influence, a sibling, a cousin, a neighbor, always getting in the other person's ear, or maybe even yours, and just creating a very unhealthy triangulation dynamic. And I can't deal with this anymore. It's too much drama, right? It's keeping me up at night. Eight of Swords. It's affecting my day-to-day life, and I need to figure out another way to move on with my life that does not include this person or these people. And for others of you, very well could have been a love partner who triangulated you in some way, whether you were the primary or the secondary lover that they had. At some point in time, you went, this does not align to who I am. This is not what romantic partnership should be to me. I want one-on-one, not one-to-one, to-one, to-one, to-one. You know what I mean? I'm not dating this person's affair partners. I'm dating them. I'm not married to this person's affair partners. I married them. So at some point in time, if it was romantically a third party, whether you were primary or secondary, you went, enough of that. Again, in order to bring justice here, I need to walk away. So now we have judgment. You made the right call. Whichever of those scenarios apply to you, whether you just went through it or you're about to, you made the right call, because now we have judgment very soon. Tell me about judgment. Tell me about judgment. One more shuffle. Thank you. Judgment, clarified by the High Priestess, the Five of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Again, bottom of the deck, King of Wands. So you either, like I said, you have disengaged from this person, or you're in the process of doing it. Either way, there has been heartbreak involved for you with this connection, because again, of course, we're going to experience the Three of Swords when we have such deep affection for someone in King of Cups energy. But very soon, you're about to realize why you did the right thing. So let's figure out what that is for you. There's some information here that wants to come through to you. You're going to see that you either made the right decision or you are about to make the right decision to, with this butcher's knife here, to chop this person, figuratively speaking, not literally, out of your life. So let's see what that information is. And we have another 3 card there with the Three of Swords. So it's possible for some of you, this was third party. What is the information that is coming in? And the High Priestess, I feel like it's coming from your higher self. Something that will prove your intuition right, that you made the right decision, or you're about to make the right decision to leave this person. What is the information coming in? One more shuffle. Thank you. The information coming in. King of Wands, it's coming to you. King of Pentacles and a Six of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands. So there's some type of information or communication coming to you. I think it's coming from your higher self, that this individual, if they were a King of Pentacles, don't have to be masculine. They don't have to be an earth sign, but this person was giving to 2. So it was the boss that was not paying you adequately and was participating in this triangulation. It is the friend or family member that betrayed you in some way. You're not wrong. They really weren't giving you their all. They really weren't showing up the way they should have been. And for others of you, yes, it's a lover that was giving to you and to someone else. And if that someone else is not a lover, then they were spending their money on things they shouldn't have been spending their money on. And you knew that. And that could be gambling, addictions, pornography. And look, I'm not a judgy person, and I'm not saying any of those things are bad. But when you're doing them in excess and you're spending money on them, and your partner doesn't know about it, that's an issue. Or you tell your partner you quit and you're still doing it. That's an issue. And I feel like that's about to be revealed to you very soon. Some kind of confirmation here coming in that you made the right move to move towards that Ace of Cups. Can I get 3 more on the information coming in? And you know what, Sag, whether you are in the process of disengaging from this person or you already have, when this information comes in, you are going to be waterproof. It's not going to affect you because you have already emotionally disengaged. Most of you have walked away. Now others of you are in the process. You already have a plan in motion. This is just going to give you added confirmation that you did the right thing. That's all. You'll be like, yep, I freaking knew it. I also think with those 2 Eight of Swords card, you moving on from this person brings you a sense of peace, even if it's difficult to do in the moment. Afterwards, it's like waking up and realizing, I don't never have to deal with that toxic crap ever again. Tell me more about what Sagittarius is finding out here, or whatever this additional confirmation is. One more shuffle. Thank you. 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and the Page of Wands, the Tower. Yeah, there's some kind of information, communication that this person was spending pentacle resources in another direction. You're not wrong about that. So there's some added confirmation here coming to you. So let's say you're still with this person. We'll say it's romantic in nature. You're still with this person. You've emotionally disengaged. You're making plans to move on. Page of Wands, maybe something comes in the mail, because for me, that's a card of discovery. You open up the letter. It's a credit card bill, and you're like, oh, crap. They've been spending money getting hotel rooms. Well, waterproof doesn't really bother me. I don't need to confront them about it. It's just added confirmation that I'm doing the right thing by having a plan in motion and move on from them. If this is after the fact and you've moved on from this person, you could receive news. Now, discover. You're discovering something. You're seeing something online. Someone is saying something to you that they think you already know about. And then you realize, I was right. when I thought that they were with that third party. Some of you could find out that you've left this person because of that third party influence, and they're now with that third party. There's something here with that Tower. It's like this realization, Nine of Swords, the Knight of Cups. There's, yeah, information, communication that comes in that confirms for you that you did the right thing moving on from this person, or you are in the right because you're in the process of moving on from this person. It's like it confirms all those, the doubts and the worries and, you know, did I do the right thing moving on from them? This ends up actually being quite healing for you, because I think it heals. I just saw the Star card. That's why I'm saying that. I think it heals for you the connection you have to your High Priestess, to your intuition. So not only did this connection make you waterproof and more resilient than you were prior to it, it also is making you form a deeper connection with your intuition. Like you're never going to doubt it again. You're never going to doubt it again. I want to see what's coming up for you, because I see the process here of you now exiting this. So your intuition will be proven right. Queen of Wands, okay? And the Queen of Wands is the only queen, the only card in tarot that depicts a black cat. So your intuition will be confirmed here. You are, in fact, wise with that wise owl. You did the right thing here. Let's see, what else do we have here? I think you were protected from this person. And again, you might not see that now, but in the future, I think you're going to see that this didn't work out because you were protected. You were meant for something better. Didn't you have a swan here? I thought you had a swan. We'll see as we go through it. But we have the squirrel. So again, there's something here about saving. So maybe some of you did, or that's what you're doing. Like you're saving money to exit, or you're collecting what you need to move on, getting your resume in order, getting your applications ready. So there's something here about saving for the future. That's typically what squirrels do ahead of the winter season. This information, it's like having tea. I think if you would have found out about it in the past, it may have crushed you. But now it's like, did you ever hear the expression, like, what's the tea? So again, I feel like this is something confirming for you. I don't think it's devastating, to be quite honest. I don't think it's devastating. And we have a swan. So for those of you where this is love, I think you thought this was your romantic partner for life, because swans typically mate for life. But I think what you came to realize was this was not your forever partner. That rose that at once upon a time held so much hope has turned black now. I don't think this person has a very, I don't think you have a very good opinion of this person. Even the initial heart that we took out of the bag for you is spotted in black. It's like you're never going to look at them the same way again. But this, what I love, this is reminding me of kintsugi. I actually bought my person a kintsugi bowl for Valentine's Day, because he's been through a lot with his health and other issues in his life and the loss of his mom. And I thought, with all of his cracks, he's become even more resilient. He didn't break when he could have. And that's what this is reminding me of. And I think you are in the process of filling all of those cracks in your heart that were caused by this connection. I think you're filling them with gold. I really do. And that's what the Japanese art of kintsugi is. It's filling the cracks and maintaining the piece of pottery with gold to be enjoyed for generations, in your case with your soul lifetimes. And I think that's what you're in the process of doing here. So you're much stronger and resilient than you were back here. Anything else that we need to know about this person? Anything else we need to know about this person? Again, they may play golf, they may not. Could also be your next person. We'll see who's coming in for you. Anything else we need to know? I think whoever this is, professional, platonic, or romantic, and that work or be, I think you worked very diligently to try to keep that connection together, to try to keep it afloat. And again, I think it's because you had so much love for this person. I think you overgave. I think you overgave. Some of you may live by the shore, near water, with the shell, the two mermaids. Very interesting that we got the mermaids. And then we also have the starfish. So either you live near the coast, warmer climate, that's where you like to vacation, or perhaps some of you would like to move there one day. Anything else we need to know about this past person or soon-to-be past person and this third party? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Four of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the Lovers. So they're still with that person. Chariot at the bottom of the deck. As you have moved on, or you're in the process of moving on, they either still have this person in their life, or they still keep their options open. Yeah, is this person in the process of healing from the loss of you? They are. At the same time, they're still actively engaging with this person or other people, for those of you where that was a romantic partner. You, however, stood on honesty. You had faith that you deserved better, and that better was coming in for you. Let's see what is coming in for you. So Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Independent, working on your finances, being strong, being resilient, taking care of the people, pets, plants in your life that matter, that nurture your life. You are nurturing them at this time. Tell me about the new person coming in or the next person. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Emperor. I think that's what you thought this person was. And I don't think they ever rose to that occasion. So you have incoming. Yeah, Death card. I'll look at that, to the Empress. So on the heels of this ending, or now that this has ended, again, depending on where you are in the timeline, now you do have something spicy coming in for you, which appears to be a good match, a perfect match, an equal match to you. This starts off light. Did you leave behind an air sign? Because this person sees you moving on. And again, let me correct that. They don't have to be an air sign. I have incoming communication, flirty hot conversations between you and someone else. Ace of Wands, this is a passionate new beginning. We also have the Ace of Cups, showed itself there. We have the Emperor, which is communicating here with the Empress that has experienced an ending. And you can be Emperor, Empress. I don't read body parts. But this is someone coming towards you, again, because you've closed this out, or now on the heels of you closing it out. But you have this person, this King of Swords to the Seven of Swords, to the Three of Wands, literally watching you move on with this person. So whoever that person is, let's say it's the boss, they somehow will find out or know that you moved on. Maybe you started your own company, you have a new business partner, or you work for another company that treats you well, you have a better title, you make more money, you are well respected. This could be a friend or family member now seeing you engaging in connections in your life that are equal to you, that give to you equally. You're having fun, you're going out, you're posting photos, whatever it is you're doing online, somehow they're finding out about it. And for others of you, this is your past ex, like your most recent ex, or your soon-to-be ex, who will be watching you move on with someone who is equally yoked for you, almost made for you. And that was something they clearly were not. So yeah, whoever this person is, they will know some way, somehow, that you are moving on with someone far better than they ever could have been. The Moon, the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. There's a feeling here with this person like, I could have done something differently. When I had that choice to treat Sagittarius differently, like I had the choice and I chose not to, or I chose not to do anything at all. So there's a feeling here in this person that, I don't want to say you're the one that got away, but something like that. Like they could have done more. They could have made better decisions. They could have made better decisions. I don't think that person's fully out of your life. Some of you still communicate with this person, maybe because you have a child or children, with that Page of Cups. So this new person, I like this. This is fun. This is flirty. This is going on dates, going out to eat. It's possible that they play golf. Maybe you do. That could be something that the two of you enjoy doing in the future. We have the Aries symbol here, and we do have the Emperor. It doesn't mean that they're an Aries. The Emperor is someone who embodies the best qualities of all four kings. So very nice energy there. Again, all four queens. I have to say that because I don't read body parts. Watermelon, I get the feeling you're meeting this person closer to warmer temperatures, depending on where you live in the world, whether you're in the northern or southern hemisphere. We have your sign, Sagittarius, so you're seeing the bigger picture now. This is giving me like date feeling, like you're prepping, you're getting ready. We have scissors, you're getting your hair done. You know, there's nail files. So there's manicures, pedicures. And even if it's for this person, it's like they are grooming themselves. This person's going to feel like home. It's a t-shirt, but it very much has the image like of a house, and there's a heart in it. And we have the Four of Wands there as well. So this person will feel like home, delight. It's a relationship you'll delight in. It's a peaceful relationship. It's a relationship, a partnership that is committed to you. We have your king here with a heart on them. I love that. I still wish I knew what this was, but it just looks like flowers. But I do want to get a couple of cards on that. And then your crescent moon with the crown. So I think a lot of you, and that's also giving me the feeling of like an eclipse, almost like a partial eclipse, or I should say eclipse midway. So I do think that you eclipse this person out, or you're in the process of doing that, and the result here will be someone better being brought to you, almost like angelically. Like you eclipse that person and this person comes in. There's a crown here. We have the king here. You've got a wing. It's like, I don't know, it's like the divine now can bring you the right person for you. I want to know what the flowers here are. Can you clarify this, the flowers here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Strength shows itself again. The flowers, the Hierophant, the High Priestess, the Phoenix, and the Three of Wands. Well, look at you. It's a new relationship. It's blossoming. It's blooming with those flowers there, and you're able to move forward with it. This gives you the absolute confirmation that you did the right thing by leaving this situation, this environment, this connection, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic. This is you starting your life over. The Phoenix rising from the ashes, moving forward. Three of Wands is the sun in Aries. And your intuition when you meet this person, as this new connection blooms, even if it's professional, I feel like it's just double, triple confirmation for you that you did the right thing by moving on from this other person. Okay, let's get you some advice. Let's get some advice here for my Sagittarians when it comes to the past person. I'm going to say past because for some of you, they are in your past, and for others of you, very soon they will be in your past. Very soon. I also want to get you timing when the new person comes in. Any advice here for how Sagittarius can deal with the past person? Past person, soon to be past person. One more shuffle. Thank you. Four of Cups, you are rejecting them. Ace of Pentacles, you're moving towards the new. Two cards came out. Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. Yeah, you're moving towards a new partnership. And your advice is to do just that. To stay headstrong, laser focused, moving towards a new beginning, something that's solid, something that is not third party, with someone who does not triangulate you. Again, we have the Three of Cups here. We have the Three of Cups here. This person triangulated you in some way. Again, with coworkers, with vendors, clients, friends, family members, and possibly even other lovers. But your advice here is to continue to move forward, reject what other offers. For those of you still engaged with this, there's no reason for you to continue engaging with someone who treats you this way. Just continue working on this manifestation, this new life here that you are that you're developing here for yourself. And don't allow the experience with this person to shut your heart down, because you came up here twice as the Queen of Cups. So keep your heart open, because you do have better coming in. For my Sagittarians still in this who are exiting, any advice? So yeah, your advice for that past person: let them go, be merry, and continue to triangulate. You're focused on something far more solid now, and something that will provide you with emotional as well as financial security. Advice for my Sagittarians that are still in this: I just saw the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Pentacles. Still in this, working their way out of it. Advice for them. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands shows themselves again. Six of Swords shows itself again. Knight of Cups, keep moving forward. Keep your heart open. Again, don't allow this person to make you emotionally shut down. But Queen of Swords, yeah, your advice is continue to move forward to cut this person out of your life. Three cards of advice for the new boss, the new friend, the new lover, the new friend who becomes like a family member. Tell me about the new. Any advice for how Sagittarius can deal with the new? Any advice for dealing with the new person coming in? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The new person, the lovers, the Ace of Cups. You got the Ace of Cups 3 times for this person. 3, I'm pretty sure, right? 3 different decks at some point in time show the Ace of Cups. And the Chariot. Keep moving forward. You have this person coming in. We have the Sun card. We have the King of Cups. This is your match, King to the Queen of Cups. After you've been wounded by this other person who may be juggled here with that Two of Pentacles. Now you have Justice coming in. This is a fair and balanced connection. This is a soulmate connection, quite the strong soulmate connection. This is new love. This is honest. This is victory in love. And if it's not love, if it's a work environment, it's the boss who chooses you every single day. They want you to work in an environment that is healthy for you, that is thriving for you. You know, this is the boss who's, buys you lunch on Friday and isn't intimidated by the skills or the resources that that you possess, that the knowledge that you have. There's an emperor is not an emperor is not afraid of an empress in the work environment. They see you as an equal. They don't see you as a threat. And this is someone who wants to see you move forward and succeed. Can I get timing? Not every card in tarot is timing, so if we have to go to the timing deck, we will. But timing for when Sagittarius meets this new person. And obviously, you have to put effort in, right? You have to get your resumes and applications out there. You have to connect to community groups or social groups so you can meet new friends. You need to put yourself out there and be vulnerable and make the time to dedicate yourself to be vulnerable to meet a new love partner. So for those of you who are actually putting in the effort, let's get timing when they meet the new person. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Four of Wands. Well, that is very quick. That is the third decan in Aries. So we're talking Aries season. For me, wands are days. We're looking at 4 days. I'll try to get you more on timing because some of you are like, no way in hell I'm meeting someone in 4 days. But it could be, particularly for those of you where you're actively looking for a new place of employment. It's possible within the next 4 business days that you do receive communication of an interview, or you hear a response back from an interview that you already went on. I was thinking more of the summer months, and I see that because we have the Lovers is Gemini, the Ace of Cups, you know, the next water sign we have coming up would be Cancer season, and then again with the Chariot we have Cancer season. So personally I was thinking more of Gemini to Cancer season. Can we get timing for when Sagittarius meets this new person? Okay. You will have to wait a little longer, but that came out in the reverse. So maybe this is a lot sooner than you or I were expecting or anticipating. So I don't think you have to wait a little longer. When is Sagittarius meeting this new person? You are not meant to know within the next 3 months, which put us in the feeling that I was having. So somewhere along the lines of June to July. And at the bottom of that, time to let go. Okay. Time to let this go. This person, cut the cord, sever the tie with them. Again, if you have children, I understand why you would need to keep some type of communication with them. But if you're still in the thick of it and you haven't gone through the process, please know that once you do, you have someone waiting for you who's not going to Seven of Swords you every time you turn your back on them. So that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. New connection coming in within the next 3 months. If you're still holding on to the back of this bumper, let it go. Don't be dragged. Create some type of path or plan here for yourself and execute it in a time that is suitable for you and your journey. But please know that at the end of all of this, you have someone really wonderful waiting for you. And that person is going to know all about it one way or another. It's giving me like revenge, kind of revenge thing. But I don't think you're engaging with this new person out of revenge. It's just, it's going to feel that way for you. That is what I have for you, Sagittarius. That is your full moon and Libra message. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. Don't forget to check out your other placements. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.